Good evening and welcome back to Be Rich. The Chinese Communist Party meeting was over and it had disastrous consequences for several investors. Tiger Global, Billy Galliford, and Charlie Munger paid a heavy price. And it was also rumored that Warren Buffett had exited BYD. More than that, what has happened is wealthy Chinese who are staying in the mainland have decided to press the exit button. They have set off the trigger to leave mainland China with their wealth intact. A lot of stocks, which are based on tech stocks, have been battered on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. Let's take Alibaba, one of the most popular stocks, which was a darling of the Western investors for a long time. This stock is today down 80%. Most of these stocks, such as JD.com, DD, and other big Chinese technology stocks such as Tencent, are in serious trouble and have been pummeled more than 50% their peak valuation. These stocks are now trading down in beaten down valuations. People like Ray Dalio were hoping that the Sunday meeting of the Chinese Communist Party would change things. But nothing has changed, and it all remained rumors that Xi Jinping would be overthrown. Xi Jinping has consolidated his hold over the Communist Party. He has taken an unprecedented third term within the party. This means he is going to remain in power for life, minimum for at least another 5 years. This is unprecedented, and after Mao Zedong, he has become most powerful and more powerful than even the great Deng Xiaoping. This is not really good for the Chinese people and Chinese markets. My argument always has been that unless you are an open society and a free society, your currency will not be accepted across the globe. It is clear with the exit of the Chinese that even their own Chinese people do not trust their RMB, let alone the rest of the world. Only tin pot dictators who would like to loot their money and exploit their people would keep their money in Chinese RMB. Countries which relied on Chinese Belt and Road Initiative are in serious trouble, whether it is Pakistan, Sri Lanka, or an African countries. These countries are unable to pay their debt to the Chinese currencies. In fact, Pakistan has asked China to roll over its debt of $6 billion payable before March of this year, or at best ask for another loan at a higher interest to repay the loan. There is no way China can recover the money it has paid. The Chinese property boom is of the past. Chinese bank interests were very low. Stock markets was not a preferred choice of the Chinese people, and most Chinese people stock their money in real estate in the hope that the prices would go up forever. As we know, prices in real estate does not go up forever and it can come crashing down as it proved in China. The Evergrande fiasco made sure that the Chinese property tycoons would go bankrupt because they were using money from a new project to complete old projects. As interest rates started to go up, the property market collapsed in China and people stopped paying mortgages, and there were even hints that the Chinese government might be in trouble. But China has managed to overcome all that, and Xi Jinping is in total control. But there are other problems over which China has no control because of its one child policy. And the Chinese population has rapidly aged. China is going to become old even before it becomes rich, and maybe it will end as a middle income country. Because there are no labors, Chinese factory gate inflation is increasing. The zero COVID policy of China is going to continue and will be there till at least March of 2023. This means that supply chain disruptions will continue and there is going to be no relief for the West. Most American companies are now scrambling to move out of China, especially the clash between Joe Biden and Xi Jinping has become of legends, and therefore Joe Biden has passed a huge $56 billion CHIPS Act, which gives subsidies to people who are willing to relocate their semiconductor manufacturing facilities back to the mainland United States. Intel is moving very fast on that. Also, it has passed enormous sanctions on China, and for the first time, even Chinese American citizens, that is, people of Chinese origin who are American citizens who are working on sensitive chip projects, have been told that they cannot work there, and if they work there, they will be sanctioned out. Therefore, the Chinese tech industry is suffering serious problems. As if not to add all this, enormous wealth has been destroyed in China. People like Ray Dalio, Tiger Global, Billy Gifford, and Charlie Munger felt that this cannot continue and the Chinese government would bend on Alibaba. In fact, the Daily Journal, of which Charlie Munger is the director and chairman, had a huge position in Alibaba and decided to increase that position at the end of the year. But now it is clear that there has been a huge markdown in the value of that portfolio. Maybe Charlie Munger has not sold and is still holding on to it, but it is very clear that there is no end in sight. And for next 5 years, Alibaba is going to be in serious trouble. As I did in a program before, a Chinese alcohol company has a better market share than what a company like Tencent has. Before, whenever Chinese mainland people wanted to hide their money, the Hong Kong was the preferred choice. But today, because as Xi Jinping said, they have taken better control of Hong Kong markets, the markets have now moved to Singapore. Between 2019 and today, the family offices set up by Chinese wealthy people in Hong Kong has more than doubled and tripled. Chinese people want to move away from the complete sphere of Xi Jinping. And the saber rattling which is happening by service Taiwan is also making global investors nervous. The future course of the Ukrainian war will determine whether Xi Jinping musters enough courage to attack Taiwan. We have to wait and watch to see what would happen in this space, whether Xi Jinping moves like Putin or whether he decides to back off. Only time will tell, but those who invested in Chinese markets are facing the heat. Thank you for watching Be Rich. If you like this content, hit the like button, turn on the subscriber button of my channel, and turn on the bell notification. If you do not turn on the bell notification, you will not be notified every time we do a video. Once again, I thank you for your support for Be Rich. It's a great privilege and honor that so many of you in thousands have subscribed to my channel and have supported me. I have written 2 books in English, The Alchemy of Money and Ordinary Stocks, Extraordinary Profits. These books are published by us and are ready. If you want to procure a copy, send us a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would respond to you. If you want an Amazon Kindle copy, you can click the link below. Finally, those who wish to consult with me can send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. Once again, I thank you for your support. If you like this video, press the subscribe button of my channel, hit the like button and turn on the bell notification.